Morning, Charlie. Hi, Nance.
Did it work?
It worked. You're a little muffled.
I had to get a new phone.
Yeah, it's hard to hear you, though.
Oh, I know why. Let's do it this way.
Okay.
Work upside down?
No, you weren't.
Everybody's upside down. So I have to prop it up. What do you prop yours up on? Do you have like a little stand?
I can't hear you, hon. I mean, I can barely hear you.
I don't know what that's all about.
Is there a volume on there?
Well, I'm trying. If I'm talking really close, does it work?
No.
Nancy, it is working for me. So
Oh.
could it be something with your volume, Linda?
Yeah, I think my volume's up all the way.
Oh, that's better.
Okay, so if I prop it up like this, is it?
I think you're good.
Okay.
I think you're good.
So because you have a funny background or a different background, when you move, your hair does.
Right.
Morning, Jim.
Really move a lot, you know.
Wow, Linda, you just turned completely white.
Really?
Outline.
Oh. Must be the comment.
What the hell this is? Jim's not listening. Linda.
Yes.
Is Jim not listening? Didn't I hear his voice?
Oh, Jim's on the other computer.
Yeah. So figure out how to get my mail on my new phone, and I couldn't remember my password. As it, because I can't make it work. So I had to go and type the whole thing in.
Oh.
Here I am.
Are you talking about the Zoom address? One thing, we're actually going to talk about the website today, but if you go to sebsunrise.org and you click on the Zoom on the homepage, you're in.
Good thought.
Yep.
So with this, Gail Thomas, I do Linda, and I don't see anybody else. So
There's a if you're on a phone, I haven't done Zoom on a phone before. I know on the PC there's a gallery view.
participants. Oh, no.
Like
That
Gail.
just gives me a list. Oh, now I lost everybody. Poopy head. Good morning. I think I blew it. Let's
Try
see if
clicking a different like speaker view, or there you go. Now you're back.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, but I can't see you. Oh, you know, this being blonde thing.
Good morning.
Just takes practice. We're all learning.
Does gray hair count as blonde?
No, it does not. Blondes have much more fun.
Yes.
Okay, now I can't see you. Rex.
No.
There you are. I see you.
Well, hey. Oh, got your back. Okay. I'm not touching anything. Welcome. Right up there.
If you're only seeing one person at a time, it's because you're not on gallery view. You're on speaker view.
Well, I don't seem to have, like on the little thing on the bottom.
No, it's up top at the right.
It's at the top at the right.
No, I don't get a top at the right. I'm on a phone, so
Yeah.
there is no gallery view.
There is, but it ends up being like top to bottom. Everybody's in a row.
Or
So you'll
side
get
to
to see,
side.
you'll see the slideshow.
Hi,
Oh,
Bruce.
you're gone
Hi,
again.
Helene.
Good morning, Lori. Would you be interested in introducing Linda Collins this morning?
Oh
She's
my gosh, I absolutely would.
excellent.
Oh,
Thank
Since
you.
I've known her since we were like 3.5.
I remember. Yeah. I think you introduced her last time. She
Yes,
visited us, which was several years ago.
well, I think her official title is director, right?
Executive director.
Executive
I see
director.
Joe.
All right. Hi, Joe.
Good morning. Good morning.
Senior executive director.
Senior?
I made that up.
Yeah, I'm going to say that actually. She just had a birthday. Okay, I'm writing that down so I don't forget.
I don't have any. Darlene, you'll have to help me with that because I'm not seeing any of that up here.
No? Okay.
No.
Hey, at
the
least you
manual.
got video though.
I thought, let me tell you, I woke up at 4:30 this morning so I could figure this thing out because I was about
Are you on a laptop or your phone?
my phone, so I'm very limited. But Jim, I find the password to log my Sonic account. If you think about it, if you could email Kevin, and maybe I'll email on.
Shoot, I know your Sonic account password.
You can do a reset.
I tried to add a new one, so I actually typed it in by hand because I didn't do what Linda said. Go to the website, and it's been exceedingly easier.
Barbara, I have a question. When we talk about the website, what's our time frame?
Couple minutes.
Okay.
There's a lot to do today.
Okay, we'll keep it brief.
I logged in through the website today.
Me
Good
too.
Jim.
Just click.
I know, it's super simple.
Especially when Chrome remembers your passwords.
You don't need the password to go through the website. You just click on the Zoom link.
Oh, no, I'm talking about going. Yeah, because remember we talked about at the board meeting, not having that on the home page because of trolls and crashing Zoom meetings. So
All you have to do is set up a waiting room if you're that concerned. I say we roll with it, and if there's a problem, then we can.
So if all of a sudden I terminate the meeting, it's because somebody's trolled us.
Okay.
Are you recording today, Barbara?
Yes, in fact, I think it started recording at 6 something because when I checked my email this morning, there was an email from Zoom saying that somebody was
You're waiting.
meeting and did I want to start it? And it was 6 something or other. Going,
I'll
what?
make the video long.
And I set it on automatic so I wouldn't mess it up again. Hi, Jim. Hi, Rod.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning. So I actually have a legitimate background today because this is a picture I took when I was in Ireland with my daughter a couple of years ago. And we actually toured that castle thing right there.
Nice.
Now, did I read you have a new grandbaby, Lori?
No, she turned 10 yesterday.
Oh, I saw the
I forgot
baby
to say it
pictures.
was her
Well,
birthday.
she's a new decade.
Okay.
Yeah, no more grandbabies for me, I don't think.
Oh.
I might have grand furry children, but I don't think grand human children.
We all have grand furries.
They're the best.
Yeah.
Everybody.
No teenage years, no puberty.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
Hey, Linda, where's a good place to see the, northwest for tonight to look at the
The ocean.
I went looking actually the other night and I couldn't see anything that I could.
Yeah.
That
It's
was
what I'm reading, Jerry, from my friends who are seeing it in the evening. Sorry, there's an echo here. It's not as dramatic as when we saw it in the morning. There's less contrast, but it's coming super late, like 9:30, but it's getting higher and higher each night. So if you find the Big Dipper and look down underneath the cup, and it's getting higher and higher. So
Does it
Stay
just look
tuned.
like a big star? A bright,
No, it looks like a,
like your,
Look
well, like my
behind Linda,
picture.
you see it.
That's what it looks like. And that one was from Jim's telescope. But it's definitely big like that. Once you see it, you'll see it.
yeah, I looked 2 nights ago about, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and all I could see was a couple super bright stars, and I thought, well, there can't be 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terry, yay.
Hi, Terry.
Morning.
And Michael, are you coming over, Michael, to get some masks?
Yeah, later today.
Okay.
How much are they? How much are the masks?
Well, I'm giving 1 to every club member, but other than that, they're $5 to the food pantry. Because our club donates.
Can I come by and get one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just call from the parking lot and I'll bring them out, because otherwise I have to take your temperature and sanitize you before I bring you in the building.
There you go.
Give you an enema. So.
Yeah, enema.
Coach
An enema and no bathroom.
I have a little news is that we have a rescue dog.
Oh.
And its name is Gromit. I don't think you've met Gromit.
Well, bring him in and show
Gromit
him.
used to live in Bristol, England, and belonged to Wallace. And they were taken into slavery by DreamWorks and Spielberg, and they disappeared. Gromit disappeared completely, and he was discovered out in the back lot at DreamWorks, tied to a fence. And he would beg for Wensleydale cheese, and they'd give him a slice of Kraft American. Very sad. So he now lives with us, and this is Gromit.
Oh, he's got a mask.
And he's low maintenance. He doesn't shed.
As I recall, he's a very smart dog too.
He does get on the furniture, but
And what kind of cheese are you feeding him?
well, I haven't found any Wensleydale, but we do give him some double Gloucester.
Yeah.
A poor substitute, but
Yeah.
better than nothing.
Yeah, right. So.
Here's Charlie. Okay, we're up to 17 participants. We got 4 minutes.
Darlene, you look like a portrait in a museum. The way your profile, and it's really pretty. You look like Mona Lisa or something.
I'm on day 8 of the end of tax season.
Yes.
Sorry, I have to keep working. I can't stop right now. Unfortunately, it's going to be a long, long day.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, the 15th. Yeah.
Morning.
Hopefully, it's just extensions for people at this point.
Mostly, yeah. But I got an email this morning going, I tried to do my own tax return. Can you do it for me? You're going on extension.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's Joe. And Bill. Yay. And PJ.
Good morning.
Oh, yay. Diana. Woohoo.
Oh, good morning. How are you?
Going up.
Morning, Diana.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Had to get a background working.
Ah.
Oh, head looks weird. Better get rid of it.
Try something else, eh?
Oh, I'll just choose nothing. You can look at my room. There. Enjoy.
When pretty and sunny.
Now that's half the fun of watching the news is seeing the rooms that the
28
renters are in.
What?
Oh, Gus is joining us. Hi, Gus.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Gus.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Morning,
looking
Gus.
good. Morning, Gus.
Linda,
Anybody
what's the name
figure
of
out
the
where I am
comet?
this morning?
It's E2020 F3 NEOWISE. And NEOWISE is an acronym for Near Earth Orbiting. It's the satellite that discovered it.
Oh, what a sexy name.
I know. The first comet we captured was called Lovejoy. And it was Jerry Lovejoy, the astronomer, who discovered it. So maybe someday there'll be a good enough comet.
Rockland, what's that for your background? I can't quite tell.
Breakfast.
Breakfast. Yours or somewhere else?
Paris, I think.
That's one giant cup of coffee.
Anybody recognize where mine is?
Niagara
Falls.
Falls.
Victoria Falls?
Iguazu. It's
Iguazu Falls.
South America, right?
Iguazu on the border between Brazil and Argentina in the south part of Brazil.
Wow. Yeah, I've been to Victoria Falls, but it didn't have any water. It was so weird to see all that amount of cliff and thinking it was going to be a huge waterfall, and it was basically difficult. They were going through droughts, and they continue to go through droughts down near southern Africa.
Okay, folks, guess what? It's 7:30. So, good morning.
Right.
Bad Christmas again, huh?
Yeah, it's that time of day again. And I'm going to start sharing my screen. Here we go. This one. So good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Ryan,
Good morning.
Bauer with us.
Morning.
Why am I not paging down? Oh, 'cause I
Start
have-
the screen show. Slideshow.
Pardon?
Start the slideshow.
F5.
F5?
No.
No.
It's what works for me.
Right there on the screen. I'm pointing at it.
Alt F4.
Huh?
Look it up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not awake this morning, I don't think. There we go. Is Brian Bauer with us?
Yes.
Brian, please lead us in the pledge.
Please face the flag. I pledge
Pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America.
America,
To the republic.
To the republic
for which it stands,
One nation,
one nation,
God,
under God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with
liberty and justice for all.
Darlene, I know you're working, but do you have some words of wisdom for us?
I do if I can get myself unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yep.
What?
Let's see. So this is, I can read it. James Baldwin. And it says, not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
true.
Amen, sister.
So let's wave to everybody. Good morning, all. Good to see you all. Do we have cyber Rotarians? How about guests? Nada.
Yes.
So I found this and I just think it's appropriate. Have you made someone's life better today? Isn't that our goal? Let's make somebody's life better.
It's only 7:30.
Yeah, I know.
Haven't made your own life better yet.
Well, shouldn't that be our goal for the day? Make somebody's life better? So Joe, okay. Came up at the
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear me good? So I'm in my daughter's backyard up here in Portland.
Ah,
Technology is amazing, isn't it?
yes.
It is.
But I've also found out that my son-in-law's internet is far better than what I've got back home. So who knows? Might just run everything from up here. All right. But in Portland, it is one gorgeous morning. I'm not sure how it is down there in Sonoma County.
Foggy.
Foggy. Oh, spectacular up here. Anyway, and that comes to mind since I'm out here. It's 7:30 in the morning and neighbors are probably still sleeping. I might wake them up with, "Oh, what a beautiful morning." What do you think?
Yeah. I love it.
All right. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is high as an elephant high, and it looks like it's climbing up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling.
Everything
Going my way.
Okay. Did it again. We don't have any birthdays this week, but we have an anniversary. And Lori, I don't think we recognized you or acknowledged that you had an anniversary. You and Steve had an anniversary on the 4th of July.
Yes, we did. It was our 40th.
And did you celebrate with fireworks?
Oh, yes, of course. There were no fireworks.
How many years?
We do
nothing.
have
We
an
were
upcoming
supposed
birthday.
and camping. Well, actually, we were. You know what? We were down at the museum in Pengrove, the one that was.
Oh, yes. Yes, the one that we couldn't have the auction item at.
And since we were supposed to go on a big camp out with our camping friends that were canceled, I called up Nancy and said, "Can we come down there?" And she said, "Sure." So we sort of camped at her Pengrove Museum.
Nice. Yeah.
Lori, what's your background? Is that
Actually,
Monterey Peninsula?
No.
It's in Ireland. When I was there with my daughter, that's a really legitimate picture.
Nice.
So we don't have any Rotary anniversaries, but we do have, guess what? Tax day. Darlene already knows that. The tax season from hell, right?
Barbara,
Yes?
there is an upcoming birthday,
Well, okay.
July 20.
Well, that's next week.
No, that's
Oh, no, that's this week. Okay.
This coming week, yeah.
Okay, let just have a second.
Excellent material.
Martin birthday, member birthdays. You're right. I missed you. I apologize.
First anniversary of Neil Armstrong stepping foot on the moon.
Yep. Yeah, I get a report. I can print a report out of DACDB that has all these anniversaries. So if I miss or anybody misses, it's because you don't have your information in DACDB properly.
Oh, Barbara.
Well, you're not listening to your daily briefing.
This is called right back at you. This one was on me. I apologize.
Scapegoating.
So what are you going to do, Bill? What are you going to do for your birthday?
John called me and asked me if I could come in and work. So,
Good.
but that's okay. That's okay. It's setting up for a party, so that'll be fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. Then we have our regular meetings, and July 30th, we are hosting the Sonoma County Association of Rotary Club meetings. And DMR, David Mark Raymond, is putting that one together. And the information is on the website. I think, I'm not sure if we have it there yet. But anyway, that's coming up. Otherwise, it's relatively quiet. Now, Parisian Rendezvous, we had a number of silent auction items, and we thought we would do some fundraising for the Community Foundation by auctioning them off. So here is one of our items, and it's 2 cases. There are actually a total of 4 cases, but we thought we'd auction off 2 cases, and there's 2 cases of the regular, and there are 2 flavored ones. Lori can pipe up and say what they are. And so whoever wants to buy these can choose their choice of the 2 cases, and then we'll auction the other 2 cases off another week. So Lori, why don't you talk about, because I don't remember off the top of my head what the other 2 cases are.
So there's the gold, their standard one, and it's 12 of the 12-ounce cans. And then there are the 2 extra flavor ones. There's a blackberry, and the other one is a pomegranate cranberry.
Right.
And each has 12 cans, and the value, those cans are about $3 a pop. So 12, 24, 36. One of them is, the flavored ones go for about between $40 and $50 a case. So we should start. I know it's terrible. I think
$1.
I just want to know if is this stuff left over from the Cajun Festival 4 years ago?
Yeah, you cleaned out the storage.
No, it outdates in 2021 and 2022. I looked at that first.
I think I picked them up, Lori.
What?
Lori, I think I picked those up in my car. So they're not that old.
Right.
They're like February.
Only
Are they
the driver
sweet?
was old, that's all.
Are they sweet? Do they have sugar in it? Are they sugary?
They have a little bit of sugar. Yerba mate is.
I'm not a drinker of them. I
The
think
black is
$2.
relatively
Hang on.
Okay.
modest in the sugar.
Didn't say that Joe.
$3.
Yeah, but
This is money.
$2 not to have to take them.
$3.50.
somebody in the club drinks these.
3.
2 years ago, they bought the whole lot. So there you go.
they're worth.
$4.
No. Somebody has to start the bidding at least $30 for both cases.
That's too generous for that.
$30.
Good luck with that.
Who was that?
Jerry.
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 30. Anybody else?
35.
Oh, come
40.
on. This is
Kind of stuff that gives you a heart attack.
40.
And you guys, it'll keep you awake all day long. Barbara, maybe you should buy it.
Can't stand it. Sorry. It tastes like dirt.
It's not a way to
Well,
sell.
buy it after that ad you just.
Hey, we've got a couple
Delivery
of
included.
Who was it?
Barbara.
Brian Bauer.
On a case of Coors Light.
Did somebody say $50?
No.
No.
I'll do 50.
Who was that?
Bob.
Bob. Okay.
Yay, Bob.
Okay, Bob. Good job, Bob.
Okay, anybody else? Then sold. Thank you, Bob.
Bob,
you.
which second flavor do you want? Blackberry or cranberry?
Cranberry.
Okay, so you can call me when you come to the office. I'll have them ready to bring up.
Okay, Lori. Thank you.
And then Bob, you can make check to the state.
Well done, Bob.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, P.O. Box 2481, Sebastopol.
Are they making yerba mate behind you?
What's that?
Jerry, are they making yerba mate behind you? Looks like that's the processing plant.
Yeah.
That was box 2481.
Yeah, 2481 95473.
It's on the website.
Okay, so Jerry, would you like to talk a little bit about this? This is one of our global grants that we've participated in.
Yeah, this is a terrific grant, primarily through the Rotary Club of Sebastopol. This is one that, oh God, his name is Frank Mayhew, thank you, and the Anthill Foundation. I need some of that mate. Anyway, the total grant is $121,533. We contributed $2,000 toward it, and it does an amazing amount of work. I just want to read a little bit about what it's doing. Renovate 12 classroom buildings, construct 4 waterborne toilet blocks, 2 for the girls, with changing rooms for menstrual hygiene management, 1 block for boys with urinal and a block for teachers, providing desks for pupils, providing approved learning textbooks, computers, menstrual hygiene management training for pupils and teachers, building the capacity of pupils and teachers in the areas of health, water, hygiene, and sanitation. And as part of this, for example, the well that they put in, they used to have at the borehole a problem because they had so many people that were using it and assigned times, and the kids from the school wouldn't always come at the right time. So there was a lot of strife between the town people and the school kids. Anyway, so they put in this solar powered well, and that has solved that problem. On the classroom buildings, you know, one of the interesting things, that's the old building at the bottom. The floors in the new building are cleanable, so you wouldn't really think about this. But what happens is, you know, the kids will sit on the floor and their clothes get all dirty. And so they have to buy more uniforms, and which they can't afford, and have to spend money on more laundry soap, which they couldn't afford either. And so, you know, just incidental things like that, you don't really think about that, what a dusty, dirty floor would mean for the kids.
What are you making so much noise for?
What? Oh, am I
Oh,
making
sorry.
noise?
No,
Oh,
no, it wasn't you. My apologies. I don't know how to mute.
Okay.
We know that.
On the latrines, the ratio of students to latrines was 123 students per each latrine. The standard in Uganda is 1 to 45. And they got it down to 1 to 78. And since they've made the improvements, they've had no more absenteeism from diarrhea and stomach cramps, that kind of problem. And they figured it would have taken the government at least 10 years to do this, and Rotary came in and did it, you know, right away. So it was a fantastic project. That back picture, that if you go back, you know, one of the things that they do to kind of back one more, take the stigma away on the menstruation thing is they have figured out a way to make their own pads, and they do training with both the boys and the girls, so that, you know, it's not a tee-hee kind of thing anymore. And it helps to keep the girls in school, and they included a shower room and changing room for the girls for when they're having their period. Anyway, it's just a great project, and we were part of it. So congratulations, club, on helping keep girls in school.
And this slide is the bottom line. You can see the differences between 2015 enrollment and the 2019 enrollment. And when you're getting up into the P6 and P7 is when you see the girls dropping off, and they didn't. They stayed. In fact, the total enrollment of the school has gone up. So, I mean, this is exactly the goal, is to not only keep the girls in school, but this helped keep boys in school too. So, yay, this is what we love.
Barbara,
Jerry, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How did the multiplier work to going from our 2,000 to their 100,000?
It's a 3.5 to 1. So our 2,000 turned into, multiply that by 3.5. And
then other clubs, there were a number of other clubs that were involved in this.
Yes, including the club.
The other clubs are Calistoga, Guerneville, Eureka, some money from District 9211, that's the one in Uganda, and 5130 for our DDF. And so those are the clubs that were involved.
Great leverage.
Yeah.
And Barbara, did you notice that they painted the bathrooms the theme colors of your year?
Well, of course. So share screen. Let me get back to. As I go back here. I go. Here we are. So we have the week in review. Jim, I looked at that and I went, dang, too bad you were in San Jose.
Down at my mom's.
Down to mom.
Super warm that night, you know, that hot weekend.
Yep. Nice.
Get a haircut?
Linda cut it.
I did.
And then Jerry, I know we've talked about Phyllis, but I thought this was such a wonderful picture of her. I just wanted to show it again. And is this a picture that you took?
Yes, I took that. We actually drove out on King Ridge Road. If you know where that is, you know, north of Casadero, out in the boondocks out there. I wanted to show her where I ride my bike, and it was a great place to take a photo. And yeah, that's her official Poet Laureate photo.
Well, as usual, it is a fabulous photo.
Yeah, thank you. We had a great reception hosted by the Sebastopol Center for the Arts, and it was well over 100 people that attended the Zoom reception on Sunday afternoon.
And where's that going to be recorded at, Jerry? You know?
You can watch the recording of it. It's just a little over an hour long. Phyllis's part starts, if you want to skip right to her, at about the introduction at 48 minutes and 20 seconds in. Anyway, it's on the Sebastopol Center for the Arts website.
Thank you.
And then Jim and Linda, of course, and
Jerry.
We have the Comet. And what did you guys do? You went up to Rockpile, right?
Went up to the Lone Rock parking lot up at Lake Sonoma, and then whatever this is, about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Nice.
Just the feedback.
And then Marty, I'm sorry, but what a cutie.
Thank you.
Every time I see a picture of him, I can't help but smile.
He spent the whole day on Saturday with Grandpa, and he was very good. And he's a joy. And his parents got to go out and do a little recreation, so it was good.
Glad he doesn't have your hair.
Me too.
And Grandpa even changed diapers.
Yep.
I changed it 3 times, yeah. Worked okay.
But he only needed it twice.
Okay, do we have weekly announcements? Anything to announce?
I'd like to say something about the Paul Harris.
Okie dokie. Go ahead. Diana is our town here this year.
Oh, am I on your schedule? I didn't know that for sure. Anyway, I, like David Mark Raymond, have joined the Paul Harris, became a Paul Harris Society member. That means you commit to donating to the Rotary Foundation $1,000 a year, but you can go out to the website and commit to any amount you want, small or large. It's very easy, just click on donate. And this is the first time I've done that on the website. I found it really great. It supports the Rotary Foundation supports our projects overseas and in Mexico or Canada or wherever in the world that there are other Rotary clubs. And as Jerry knows, and he demonstrated to us the wonderful work that Rotary Foundation does. They need our support, and they need our support to get this work done. I love giving to the Rotary Foundation because I know where the money's going, and I know it's not going to overhead and paying salaries. Very, very minimal amount goes there for our foundation. Anyway, I'm thrilled, and I want to thank David Mark Raymond for last week again recommitting, and anyone in our club who wants to commit to giving on a regular basis. It's a very easy way to do it. Since we no longer have small change, big difference, it makes it an easy way to give. And so I want to thank all of you and the generosity of this club. We have been very generous over the years, and I appreciate it. And thank you.
Barbara, I have an announcement for the friends of.
Just a second. I just wanted to say that's Rotary.org, and you sign into My Rotary. And that's how you can then go in and donate. And you can do what they call Rotary Direct, and that's where they will bill your credit card on a regular basis. We aren't doing small change, big difference. So go in through Rotary Direct, $20 a month, whatever, and it will automatically be charged to your credit card.
Tell them how to get their member number so they can sign up. Send it out.
Yeah, if you need your member number, it's on the mailing label of your Rotarian magazine. So next time it comes, you have your member number.
And before we leave, we should acknowledge Diana's effort in Paul Harris and what she's doing on a yearly basis. And congratulations. That's wonderful of you to be doing that.
Yeah, thank you, Diana. And thank you, David. Okay.
Barbara, it's Marty.
Yep.
I received an email, which I will forward to you.
Okay.
Regarding a birthday party for Del Raby, who we all know. I don't know, did you get this announcement, Barbara?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well, you probably, there's some members that want to do the drive-by. It's going to be over in Oakmont Sunday at a friend of Dell's. But anyway, we have enough people in the club that know Dell. You might want to send that out or have our secretary send it out to honor Dell. It's his 94th birthday.
I'd like a copy of it.
Yeah, and he's a past district. He's a big sweetie.
Please send out the announcement. I'd like to go too.
Okay, we'll send it out. Anything else? Website, Linda. Let's talk a little bit about the website.
So we'd like to share our screen. Can you allow that?
Yep, let me stop share. Or should I pause share? Which works best? Okay, I'll stop. There you go.
I have to read this to her.
So it says host disabled participant screen sharing. Can you enable the screen share? How do I do that?
It's under the screen share thing. You click it.
Okay, there we go. One participant can share at a time. Multiple participants, advanced.
One is good.
One is clicked.
Well, then multiple. Maybe the one is you.
Yeah, you want to do multiple.
Okay. See, I'm learning all the time. There you go.
There we go. Ta-da! So this is our home page. And there's lots of things at the top where you can go into other pages. But if we scroll down a bit, this is how I get into our weekly Zoom meeting. I click right on that Zoom and it takes us right in. So no more looking in your email for the link or copying and pasting. This is one easy way to get right into our weekly meeting. And we all should be taking every opportunity to invite guests. So if you had somebody that you wanted to invite, you could just simply give them our web address, sebsunriserotary.org, have them click on the Zoom, tell them what time to be here, and they could hear our speakers each week and be part of our Zoom fellowship. So real easy to share.
Linda, click on calendar, show that page.
Sure. So this is our Google Calendar. If you have any recurring meetings, I can provide you with the credentials and you can add something like Del Raby's birthday party onto this calendar. The important thing about our website, our calendar, our Twitter, our Facebook, our Instagram, the goal is to make each one of these platforms vibrant, to get the word out about Sebastopol Sunrise. And it's a collaborative effort. So we need, if you're on those platforms, we need your participation. But the calendar is part of the website.
Wait,
And
don't leave it yet. You'll see our speakers are listed there.
Yes.
Next week, our speaker is from Shelter. So you can look on this calendar and see who our upcoming programs are.
Excellent. And then we have a blog, and I'm really excited about the blog. It's a place where we can share things like Phyllis's Poet Laureate. The video's there, Jerry. We don't even have to go to the Art Center. We can go to our blog and play the video of Phyllis. You know, Rotary's one big happy family, and we want to celebrate not only Rotarians, but family members. If you have a blog entry, you send it to either Jim or myself, along with, you know, a photo and a couple paragraphs, and we'll get it on there for you. And then we hope you'll visit and comment on the things, because that's what's going to make the website vibrant, and we'll get found because it's ever changing. We'll rise in the ranks. And
here's the SCARC meeting.
There it is.
Full video of Lori's debunking.
Wow,
And
impressive.
we sent, there was a blog on the food cards that we passed out with a photograph of that being delivered. Can we send that off to the newspaper as is?
Sure.
Yeah. Lastly, we'd like to quickly show you the members resources link. That requires a password, and the password has been sent to everyone. If you don't have it, you can always reach out to me. But here we have email inputs and feedback. If there's something you'd like to see, this is your website, and we welcome your feedback and ideas, and look forward to your contributions.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So if you have any questions, let us know. But please visit often, and let's make it vibrant.
I think it looks great.
Yeah,
great.
What a super job.
Okay.
Nice job, Linda.
Super job.
Back to.
That's a good girl.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Sorry.
Okay.
Here we are. Happy Bucks. We have just like 30 seconds. Does anybody have any happy
Yep.
bucks?
Yep. This is perfect. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
No happy bucks. Well, okay. Then our program. Is Linda with us?
I just was able to log on.
Perfect.
Just in the nick of time here. So Lori, you still on?
I am here.
Okay, first of all, Linda, do you have a slideshow that you need to share?
I do not.
Okay, so I'll just leave this. I'm going to stop sharing because then we can see everybody. So,
Barbara, after I introduce Linda, you might want to mute all so we lose all the background, but not until I'm done. Now, Linda, I want to say that I was president last year and I could not get you to come in my program, so I'm a little bit sad. But in any event, I am super proud to introduce Linda Collins. She and I actually went to preschool together, so we've known each other for a very long time. She's the senior director of the Sebastopol Chamber of Commerce, and yes, she's a senior, just like me. A few months in front of me. We share our birthdays, and we have this thing where we send cards back and forth, the same one, with adding stuff to it, and we go and foot massages, which we can't do until the world opens up. So I am super proud to know Linda. I love her. She's a very, very dear friend. So take it away and tell us all the wonderful things that you're doing and the chamber's doing. And Barbara, now you can mute everybody but Linda.
Okay. So Linda, you're probably going to have to unmute yourself.
I'm unmuted.
You're.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barbara, you need to mute Gus.
Okay, go ahead, Linda.
Okay, well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing me a bit of time to spend with you. It's a little bit different sitting in my dining room as opposed to your dining room. Lori, I think I did speak with your club last year, so we'll have to talk about that later. So as you all know, we're in this flux of what are we going to do now? Where are we going? What's happening? And the chamber is in the same spot. We were not able to have our Apple Blossom Festival, our community awards, or any of those fun things that help us raise money and continue with the good deeds that we do through the chamber to assist our businesses. So we are looking at ways, as everyone else is, to raise revenue. There's a few grants out there that we've had the opportunity to look into, although we are a 501c6, not a C3, so we were not able to take advantage of the PPP like I'm hoping most of our local businesses took that advantage. So our office doors are closed. And I do work remotely as well as in the office. I feel a little bit more connected when I'm in the office. In case people call, I can have a conversation with them. I can tell you that a few people have been calling, asking about some of the items that Sebastopol normally offers. Are they going to be offering it? And of course, the answer is no to the Gravenstein Apple Fair and likes. However, we are having people come into our community to bike ride and to do the trails. So we're trying to capitalize on that, and hopefully they have a good experience doing that. The flip side of all of this is our businesses, which I'm sure you all know are struggling to say the least. Our restaurants now are back to takeout or outdoor dining. We are fortunate that we have a few of them in town. We have Gravenstein Grill, K&L's a little bit outside, and there's a few other ones in the Barlow and such. So we're trying to make sure that those businesses are doing their best to stay afloat. We do a lot of advertising for them on our website, newsletters and things like that, which we're more than happy to do for pretty much any business that is struggling or nonprofit groups. So in the past, we've done stuff for some of our businesses in town, and there's normally a charge for that. I'm waiving that charge as of right now, well, as of the last couple months, because it's just too difficult for people to pay a little bit out of pocket when we can do it for nothing, and hopefully get some business in your doors. We have been working with Sonoma West Times and News on this SIP Saver Sebastopol Safely. I don't know how many of you know about this. It's a great little promotion for our town. It does require people to go on to either their website or their Facebook and hopefully do some postings, because when you do that, you have an opportunity to win some really cool raffle prizes. And the raffle prizes, they announce every Tuesday who the winners are. And it's very simple. You just take a picture. Example, you take a picture of your garden. We all probably have gardens this year. Whether it's your harvest or whatever, you pop it up there, post it, and then you're entered into the drawing. So that's a little bit of one of the things that we're doing. I'm trying to reach out when people are available and open to sit with them and find out what it is that they need. And what it's boiling down to is there's two things that they need: money, funds, and for the businesses to reopen. And I think if we all are cautious, use our masks, stay the 6 feet distancing, even though I know it's not easy to do. You know, I'm a talker. I like to take my mask off. I like to see people, but we really need to do this now, as you all know, just to keep everybody else safe. Let's see here. There's going to be some new tables that are going to be installed on the pathway that is behind. It's on our square, but it's behind like Tomby Realty and Reflections. They're going to be putting 4 tables there with chairs in hopes that people will be able to sit there and dine. There are a few restaurants there. They can also do takeout and go back and sit there. It'll also be helpful for the farmers market, the people that want to sit down and have something to eat there. We as a chamber are getting ready to launch, and I don't have a date yet, launch a online silent auction. As most of you know, we had to cancel our community awards, which was going to be in March, and many of our businesses always make donations for raffle prizes. And so I have those raffle prizes plus a few others that have been added. A weekend stay up in Forest Glen and things like that. So we're going to be working on putting that together, similar to what the Kiwanis Club did. And we're hoping to bring in a little bit of revenue from that. The main goal is to keep our doors open and keep me in the face of people in our community. And that's the best hope that we can do for most of our nonprofits. So with that being said, I know that's very short because I don't have a lot of events to report back to you on and tell you how they went. It's just been kind of hit or miss. This coming weekend would have been our sidewalk sales downtown, but obviously they've been canceled as well. So we're hoping that people will still be able to go out and about. A question came up regarding the Kiwanis auction. I do not have that information yet. I'm waiting to speak with Patty Stack on that. The question was, do we know the outcome on the funds that they were able to raise? And I don't have that yet. Hopefully Patty will be getting back to me soon and I can. Sorry.
Linda, it's Marty Webb. How are
Hi, Marty.
You?
Well, aside from my dog.
I'm going to ask you a controversial issue, maybe, for the chamber, and that's my neighbors, the Castleberrys, who you know very well, very active in the community, are really concerned about the homeless encampment on Morris Street with the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
A city employee who works for the Public Works Department stopped me when I was walking the dog and said he actually caught someone emptying their sewage from their thing into the Laguna, and he was told to forget it. Basically, the city council wants to just let that go down there, and it's hurting those businesses. Those people in those businesses, according to what I gather looking on websites, are complaining about that. Has the chamber taken a stand on this?
Well, yes, we have taken a stand because we have the same issues, not to the degree of Morris Street, but behind our building in the city parking lot. And it became a problem where we were feeling unsafe. And so I talked to the city and I talked to the police department, and they were able to put up a 3-hour parking, no overnight stays. And so that took care of that for us and that parking lot. So now the parking lot is clean, people can park there and they feel safe. That is the same thing I believe should be done on Morris Street for various reasons. One, it's not a campground. We have a campground. They should be going to that campground. Room should be made there. The other factor is people are afraid to go into those businesses. The gym is an example. You come out later at night, you're worried. Even when we were going to city council meetings, you would get out late, as some of you know, and it can be detrimental. You can be very nervous and scared. So we would like to see some sort of limited parking there. And I know that when James Connor was the police chief, he had talked to Larry, the city manager, and there was some legal issues that they could not do that. One being, they can't move them out unless they have a place for them. And you know, I'm not an attorney. I don't know any of those legalities. I do know it's an issue and a concern of the city, and especially the businesses on Morris Street. There's no question about it.
Well, what we need to do is, and this is not going to be a popular statement to some of my members, is elect a city council that is willing to do something to clean that up down there.
So there's a court precedent out of Los Angeles where they were having the same problem, and the court determined that they had to move their vehicles every 3 days. They could move it a foot, and they consider they moved their vehicles. So it goes way beyond what our city council can do. They can encourage it, the police can encourage it, but unfortunately there's law there now or at least precedent there now that there's nothing much we can do. Anyone can do. It's happening all over the place.
It is, and there's been some lawsuits because of making them move.
It was all.
I have a question.
We had the same situation at the Joe Rodota Trail. They couldn't just go in. There was a case about saying that if you're going to move people, you have to have a place for them to move. And we don't have a place in Sebastopol for them to move. Therefore, even though it's on the city street, as opposed to being on the trail, which is also public, you may not be able to move it. So it sounds like, throw the bums out is not going to solve the problem.
Well, Louis, the other thing is that they've shut down the Joe Rodota Trail to keep people out of there. That's ridiculous that people can't use that trail now because they don't want to open it up to people. There's a gate across there that says closed. And people that ride their bikes to Santa Rosa, I know, are I don't know, Jerry, have you heard from the bike people? Aren't they concerned that road is closed?
They are, but I think it might be open at this point.
I think so too.
I think it was open because the PD did a story on why it was closed, and it was like it was top secret. And then all of a sudden, when it came into the paper,
yeah, it did have to do with trying to keep people out.
Okay, no, it's Michael McLaughlin. He's sneezing. Okay, Michael, go ahead.
I'm wondering if you have any feel for how many of the local businesses actually did participate in the PPP.
From the information that I have received, there's about 30% that have participated in it.
And do we know if the other 2/3 were turned down or didn't apply, or? I know it seems like some of our people that applied had difficult time with it.
Right. Now, there was a listing in the Press Democrat on their website of all of the Sonoma County businesses. It was 51 pages, but they had it by dollar tiers and then by location. So if you wade your way through that, you can see all the Sebastopol businesses that did get PPP money and a financial range. Lori.
On the homeless people, Linda, and dumping their sewage into the Laguna, can't they be fined or something for that? Because that's a health hazard.
Of course they can be fined. Yes, they can be. The question is, who's going to fine them?
Right, and they probably won't pay.
They won't pay the fine.
Right.
Of course,
you need to unmute.
Yeah, I have another question. The construction that I guess Caltrans or somebody is doing that must be severely affecting those businesses that are able to be open. Do you have any idea when they're going to be able to finish that? I mean, it is a total mess, especially Petaluma Avenue.
Yes. So you know, typically when this whole idea was approved because of Caltrans being being their street on Main Street, they were going to be doing it at night. And so there was not going to be any impact, so to speak, except for noise. Well, then they made the decision because of the closures of the businesses to go ahead and do it during the day because they could get it done much quicker. They are way ahead of schedule. They were not supposed to be done until September, October. But from what we're understanding, they're way ahead of schedule. Yes, it's a mess, and yes, it's trying to people, but it's something that had to be done due to ADA.
Okay.
So they are ahead of schedule because they moved it to doing it during the day.
Linda?
Kathleen has a question. I know, if you can unmute yourself, please.
So Linda, what are your thoughts on the Thanksgiving dinner that you put on every year at the community, the community church?
Our group has had a few discussions, and I am one, and I did this with Apple Blossom. I never want to pull the plug. I mean, I just don't want to do it. I waited till the very last minute for Apple Blossom, and the way it stands right now for the Thanksgiving feast, if we get to do it, it's probably going to look like just a drive-through pickup. We won't be able to have people in the dining area. Because of the volume of people, we cannot do the 6 feet. And as you know, there's some of them are families, but a lot of them are just single people coming in that want to have a meal. So we're probably going to end up doing just a drive-through pickup.
You're gonna end up with people backed up to Forestville.
Well, just make sure you get there early, Michael, so you're not backed up to Forestville.
I know. Because we're thinking of the same thing with Christmas dinner, but then even if you have a drive-through, look at all the volunteers you need to just have all those to-goes ready for pickups. I mean, besides preparing the food, but even at the day of, you got to have a lot of volunteers even for drive-throughs.
Right. And we in the past have had a lot of people coming to take out. And so we have that really set up well in the past. We're just like everybody else. We don't know what it's going to eventually look like when our volunteers come in. What is that going to look like? How many can we have in the kitchen or outside running the barbecue? So it's all up in the air right now. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I would hate to not be able to do it. And this may be the year that we don't.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you because I'm there every year
I know you are. Bless
every
your heart.
year I see you, and then I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. So stay tuned because we're really kind of on the cusp of.
Because the same with Christmas, we can't have toys. We can't have coats this year. We can't have people in the dining room.
Right.
Then you need, 50 volunteers for takeout? Yeah.
Okay, so Terry?
Thank you. Linda, question back to the street things. I heard another typical Sebastopol paranoid rumor that I thought I dissuaded, but they thought that they were closing the right-hand turn from Petaluma Avenue onto Sebastopol Road. Is that accurate, or they're just working on it?
Yeah, no, they're just doing a lot of work on it. No, that will not be closed. Yeah.
Oh, good.
That would be crazy.
Yep.
But you never know, right?
Well, that's exactly what this Facebook post said, was you never know.
Yeah.
Not good to hear. I'll pass it on.
So I have another question, Linda, on those workers out there on the streets. I see about 75% wearing masks and about 25% not, and they are not social distancing. Anything happening on that regard, or it just goes by the wayside?
Well, the police department, it's my understanding, the police department has masks to hand out to people that may not have them. and that would be their responsibility to do that.
And Lori, are these the contractor workers?
They are. And the other day, as I was driving, it looked like it was a supervisor, and when it was a woman, and she had a clipboard and she was walking around looking at the folks, and like 2 of the workers had masks and 1 did not, and she did not, and they're all within a short, distance. And people are driving by. That's a very bad example for the world.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Any other questions? Thank you, Linda.
Judy.
And I want to make sure everybody knows that our club is a proud member of the Sebastopol Area Chamber of Commerce.
Judy had a question on the chat page.
Can Judy unmute herself?
Jim.
Oh, this was from Jim?
Yes.
Okay. If the RVs moved to Main Street and dumped sewage there, how would we handle it?
I think we see an immediate
health hazard.
Without a doubt.
I think the best thing to do is to hand out the home addresses of the city council and invite them to park their unit in front of the house for a week. And I'm sure Sarah Gurney would run a hose out for them.
And Marty, I'm going to send one that lives on my street to live next to you. I think that's
no. I already thought of you as a neighbor of the vice mayor. I think that would be appropriate.
Well, maybe Linda, because there are all those sewer drains, maybe those people could be told they could use those free of charge, because you can hook them up to one of those drains, the proper kind.
Right, they could, and that's really a city
thing.
Yeah.
City concern.
I have to tell you this: the city has tried to improve. They put in garbage cans down there. They put in porta potties and wash stations.
Yes.
Okay, but unfortunately, what all that does is encourage them to continue to stay there.
Exactly. Unfortunately, that is the case.
Okay, thank you,
somewhere.
Linda. And I know we have more questions. Why don't you give us your your email address? I know it's on the Chamber's website, but if you want to give. And shoot Linda or give her a call. I'm sure she'd love to just absolutely talk to people with all this email stuff.
So my email is linda@sebastopol.org, or my cell number is 322-3984, which I know some of you already have.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. Yay.
I have one question, Barbara.
Okay.
So Michael and I were talking a few months ago, if you are doing the Christmas dinner, he said it's possible that you may need a barbecue or a cooker.
Up in the air.
Up in the air. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just keep me posted.
Yeah, we're just like you with Thanksgiving. We are going, okay, if we do something, what can we do?
Well, but we've also lost our chef, so that's one of the concerns, I think.
Yeah, our caterer moved away.
Yeah. So.
Well, I lost my chef too, so
I know.
And we made it work.
Well, you lost him in the worst way.
I did. But it can be done, I can tell you that. Okay. Yes, keep me posted. I'll be more than happy to help out in any way.
Thank you.
I've got all that stuff.
Thank
you. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I wish I had more good news for you, but I think that if we just stay the course, we'll make it all happen.
Well, and shop local. Keep your dollars local.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love you, Linda.
Love you too. Take care.
Thank you. Wayne, are you with us?
Hamill joke.
Wayne?
I guess I didn't get the message. Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you have a joke at the top of your head?
Joke. You want me to? I've got an old one.
Okay.
Is that all right?
You're old, not short.
This. Yeah. if I could remember that. So this old couple, they were having trouble remembering things. And so they went and visited the doctor, and he said, well, why don't you guys try writing things down? And they said, okay, we'll give that a try. And so one evening they're sitting watching television, and the wife says, I'd like something to eat. Why don't you bring me a bowl of ice cream? And he said, okay. And he started walking out into the kitchen, and she said to him, well, don't you want to write that down? He said, no, I got it. Well, I'll remember that. And so he headed back, and he said, well, she said, why don't you put a little strawberry sauce on that too? And he said, okay, ice cream, strawberry sauce, started walking out to the kitchen. And she said, well, don't you want to write that down? He said, no, I got it. I'll remember it. And so he goes out to the kitchen, and then about 15 minutes later, he comes back and he hands her a plate of bacon and eggs. And she looks at him and she says, where's the toast?
Great. Hey, Terry.
Hey,
Is
Barbara.
that Bill the cat behind you?
That's Bill the cat.
Yay! Billy and the Boingers are one of my favorite groups.
He's wearing masks all
Yes.
over his body.
Yes. Yes. So this is just sort of the last thought for the day. Encourage, lift, and strengthen one another. And happy trails. Joe?
Who was number 10?
Wait, I'm not doing that this year.
You're not?
No.
It was you, Marty. Too bad.
Yeah, Marty, it was you.
Yeah, I bet it was.
So we have to pay 55 cents to mail out a $1 scratcher. No. Anyway, so has Joe left us?
Think so.
You did.
I don't know if he was on.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Hey.
He's hiding.
But he's muted. At least I'm not here. Huh?
He's muted.
Well, he's not
That's
muted,
removed.
but
Mute,
you
Joe.
can't hear him.
Okay. So who wants to start off? Bill Sauber, start us off.
Happy trails
Muted.
to you.
Happy trails to you. Keep smiling on them. Happy trails to you. Till we meet again.
And all our dysfunctional singing, thanks to Zoom. Thank you, everybody. See you all next week, or maybe even sooner. Who knows?
Ring that bell.
Ring the bell. Thank you, Barbara. Have a great
Bye,
day.
everyone.
Thanks, Barbara.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, Linda.
Michael, your food looks dang good. Where'd you get that food?
Paris.
Really?
Check out Judy's desserts she sent in her daily diversions. Those were like super scrumptious.
But that espresso with those like cannelloni type look
Know it.
good.
Mm.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
Ciao.
Bye, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Michael, I sent you an email, or I blind CC'd you on an email this morning.
To Dan, I saw it already, yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's just the three of us. I want to keep our money local in Sebastopol.
I agree.
So,
Yeah, I agree. So.
thank you. Okay, then.
All right, sounds good. Ciao.